Well, welcome back. It is day 8 of the Self-Love Through the Archetypes journey. And I just wanted to review yesterday. We were talking about the inner sage and, really picking out all of the gifts from all of our qualities, however we judge them. And I just wanted to say really quick that if along the steps you have any questions or you're really struggling to really understand what we're talking about, feel free to reach out to us. You can email us at Christina@invitingshift.com or leave a comment somewhere and we will see it. We want to be able to help. So I know that we're going really quickly over these steps. We just want to keep it short and simple so that you're kind of getting a dip into how you can really do the personal growth work behind the self-love and how we can embrace some of these archetypal energies. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, today we are going to talk about the inner lover.
Yep. The lover is this is the archetype that we're going to engage to really help us nurture this whole process and engage a creative aspect for what we're going to be doing in the next couple of days. So in terms of how to engage the lover, how to give the lover something to focus on, because oftentimes lovers are just being and nurturing and experiencing the beauty of the world. It's important that they have something creative to rely on. So we're going to get into affirmations and mantras as a way of connecting to that lover within ourselves. The lover is the flow of the universe and is able to see how all these aspects that we've been studying about ourselves and what the sage has come to understand about how we want to live our lives moving forward. The lover is going to allow us to kind of start to integrate this stuff, because the lover accepts and loves all aspects of ourselves and doesn't have to go to the other side, back to all that shame and stuff.
Exactly, right? And what I've always talked about in Inviting Shift is, what we focus on grows. So if we are focused on all the stuff that we don't like, that stuff grows and we kind of manifest it to a huge level. But if we start focusing on the things that we want to see, all of those, especially those golden shadows that we're hiding for some reason, if we start focusing on those things and we grow those things and bring those out of the dark, that would be fantastic, right? Because we love all of those things about other people that we were reflecting on in the golden shadow. Mm-hmm. So today we're going to focus on those wonderful things, those gifts that we want to grow. We can also, one way to focus on, if you're like me and you're like, but I want to change this thing that I think is bad about me, right? And yesterday we were discussing about, what is bad and what serves us. What we mean by that is we want to tweak it so that the negative consequences that we might get from using that quality too much, are kept to a minimum, and we're only using it in times where it actually serves us. So you can focus on, that discernment on how can I love this piece? And that's really my go-to mantra. If we're going to talk about mantras and affirmations, whenever I don't know a mantra or an affirmation for the situation that's at hand, I just say, how can I love this? Charlie probably hears it a dozen times a week, is how can we love this? So that's one way that I can go to that spiritual place of, what is the gift in this situation? What is the lesson I'm supposed to learn? What am I supposed to get out of this? And because I really believe that we could get a gift or a lesson out of anything. But today we're going to talk about mantras and affirmations for how we can really reinforce this, because the lover is all about nurturing. So it wants to encourage and love and grow all of the good things in us. So mantras and affirmations is one way that I do that. And the bonus today is going to be a handout on how to create mantras and affirmations, but I want you to hear that it's simple. I mean, it's whatever you need to hear that day. hey, today I'm going to get through the day. If that is what you need to hear, that is an affirmation or a mantra. Like I said, I often use the how can I love this, or I will say, depending on what the day is, if I need courage, then, I'll come up with a really nice courage quote, or maybe it's just something simple like seeing the word, courage. But the important part for me is that I write it down, because when I write things down, I am really ingraining them in my brain, and I'm affirming and validating to myself, this is true. I do love myself, or I am beautiful, or, I am smart. It always makes me think of those YouTube videos of little girls that are like standing in mirrors going, I'm smart and I'm beautiful, and whatever it is that you need to hear. And, write it down, post it somewhere where you can see it. If you're an artsy person, make it all fun and artsy, if that's what you like to look at. If you really, really, can't use your hands or don't want to use your hands, find a really nice image and print it out and post it up. But something that will remind you of what you want to focus on, because during the day, our brain is going to go back to default mode, right? And we're going to go back to the old ways we were acting, when we really want to bring out these gifts more. And these mantras and these affirmations are just there to remind us, hey, remember our gifts? Yeah, we want to focus on those. And it's just one way to help our brain kind of retrain itself. So whatever mantra you need to get yourself, to wherever you want to be, that's what you want to focus on. Or just the words of what you're trying to focus on. Resilience is one that has helped me before. If I just see that word around, I'm like, right, I'm resilient. I'm resilient.
So self-love can be represented in many ways, and part of what we're gonna focus on a little bit of something that will allow you to build those mantras and affirmations from the exercise. And so, how can you love yourself and nurture yourself in some way? I think it would be great to just take some time and list 10 ways that you can love yourself in your notebook.
Well, throughout the month, we've had daily, cues in the Inviting Shift group. So if you've been a part of that, you've seen every day. It's like day 20 something now. And, I've asked, how are you loving yourself? And every day there's some people who are answering. So if you forget how to love yourself or what you can do to really care about yourself, maybe peruse some of those posts and see what people are doing. But, it could be whatever it is that tells yourself you're important, because all of these actions, when we do action and when we think the thoughts, we're changing the cells in our bodies, and they're connecting in new ways, and they're going, oh, right, we're important, and it's an important thing to actually do the thing, not just think, oh yeah, it'd be great if I took a hot bath and then just didn't.
Hot bath, that's a great example. Be really specific about 10 different ways that you can love yourself or nurture yourself, and then that's going to help you have the foundation for this handout.
Yeah, well, the handout's going to be on the mantra and the affirmation, but that is going to help us with tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow. That's all we have for today, day 8. So that's it.
Love
Have
yourself.
a great day.
Keep on loving.
Yep.